Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Silver. Check.
Easy, opposite.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day.
To throw is Brees. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Brees now to throw. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
On the Seahawks 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got one. Tight dog.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the run.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. Took right. Come on. Son. You better bring it.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Tighten up. 36 power. Pull it together.
47's the mic.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Out to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. The rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Myers' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. They run it with Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hold up. Tight ends right. We got
now Wilson. Into a double team. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. There's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go.
On first down, Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the same 7-yard line.
Hey, alert 3.
14.
Check 52.
Go 14.
Check the hot read.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 47. You don't job right there. Good job right there.
On third down, Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Breeze looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. It's 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
Now Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Breeze now. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Breeze. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Breeze again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Teddy Jr. It's now 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Forced out to it, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Anchor. Reload.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch.